What's good, YouTube?
Too wavy.
It's your boy.
Too wavy.
It's your boy, it's your mother. Ooh.
J2 wavy, J2 wavy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy J2 Wavy, y'all. I'm so glad, I'm so excited that you decided to tune into this video right here. Hey man, today I got another special video for y'all. This is my fourth barber tutorial. And today's tutorial, we're going to be doing something really simple, really easy. This is definitely one of the basic foundation cuts that you need to be able to perform at all times, all day, every day. And that right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a taper. A taper, yes.
Perfect.
And starting off, as you can see, I plugged out one guard, and we instantly come all the hairs before we even get started. I like the cut with the grain depending on the client's hair texture. Since this hair client, he still wanted his hair dark, I decided to go with the grain. So I go with the grain all around the head, making sure everything is all clean, all even to that one desired look. Man, I love these babyless clippers I got in my hand right now. As y'all can see, I got this, what I like to call legendary Super Saiyan grip around the clippers, man. When I first grabbed that green thing that's around the clippers, it was all gold. Now it's green, and not in a nasty way though, you feel me? It's because I leveled up. I'm like a whole different barber now. I'm really in that bag. But starting out with this back taper, the way I like to do, I don't always put a bald guideline in because I feel like it cause this extra work of trying to get the line out. So what I do is I like to just go up like about an inch. Right here on this client, we're actually going to go up about like 2 inches because you can see he has a lot of neck area, and we want that tape. He wants a little bit of a high taper in the back. So I go up about like 2 inches, just all the way open. And then also, a lot of people feel like neck and razor bumps just come from dirty clippers. No, a lot of times it's because of the fact that your barber may be cutting your hair too close to your skin and meaning like balding out. So in order to prevent that, I normally just go with the one all the way even. So like I said, at first I start off about 1 inch, but as you can see now we decided to go a little bit higher, 2 inches. When I'm doing these tapers, I always want the bottom of the fade to kind of match with the bottom of the earlobes. That's a good reference point for any new barbers out there just wondering, like a good decision on where to end the fade at. So I go up about, like I said, a one all the way close. I mean a one all the way open, I'm sorry. One all the way open. Then I put that one guard on there. And when I put the one guard, I just flick up about another, this is where I go about like a half an inch, and I'm gonna flick out the top of the line. But you can see I just using the one guard. I feel like a lot of people overly complicate things. I do tapers all day with just one guard and a half guard. But that's just because I have years of experience in this game right here, man. I just perfected my style of cutting to where I'm able to play with that lever all the way open and flick out of certain areas where majority barbers will use it too. So it's just something to get used to. But this is barber tutorial. I want to kind of keep it simple. So like I said, you see me, I'm flicking out right now with the one guard all the way open. And when I do these tutorials, they're not the best tutorials. This is really just me showcasing my style and what I do. I know everybody has a different way of doing everything, doing their own thing, but this is just my style right here. So in this area right here, you can see that's this occipital bone. For people that have never heard, that occipital bone, it's normally that area in the back of your head where you got like that little cuff or that little bone just separates like the crease line of the neck, and yeah, that's it right there. So what I want to do is I want to keep that area dark. So as you can see, I'm working around it. I'm flicking out at it. I want to keep it dark, and that's just the objective. We don't want that to be too light because that would just throw off the whole everything and look of the blend of the cut. So I love these clippers right here, man. These are my slim lines. I probably should rename them because these aren't your ordinary slim lines, man. As you can see, me one tapping and going, And the crazy part about it, whenever I do my linings, I always put a soft line first because normally I always come back and just hit it once again, or even just use a razor. But you can see, man, these are some hitters. Like just one tap. Look, ooh, one tap, head tap. Yep, yes sir.
Perfect.
Clean, man. And let me know how y'all like this quality, man. I really try to put my best efforts in when it came to doing this tutorial and just this video. Y'all can see I got 2 different angles, trying to switch it up. You know, so it's just a little bit more appealing to the viewer watching this. Cause I know sometimes when I would watch barber videos or just barber tutorials, it would get like very tired after the very first 5 minutes. So, you know, I'm hoping that you like the look of this right here and I'm able to keep your attention. We got a nice low beat going on in the background. You know, I'm from the city of Detroit, so you know, we do things a little differently over here.
Too wavy.
The way I like to do my lineup preps is sometimes I will use holding spray. It really just dependent on the client and just how I'm feeling that day. But this time I decided to, you know, actually hit it with a little bit of holding spray because we did cut the hair pretty low, so those hairs are a little bit more fine. So I hit it with some holding spray. If you want to know exactly what I either use a Tresemme holding brand, either the number 3 or the 4, where it's like the holding strength of it. So after the holding spray, you know, we hit it with the blow dryer. Simple, just dry the hair. As you can see, man, I'm being really slow and steady. This clip right here is sped up in about 3 times. You can see I'm really not moving that fast. A good thing that I feel like I learned early on is I like to do the lineup and then taper what's inside of the line. I feel like it kind of keeps me focused and make sure I keep that line and that taper room just wide as possible sometimes. Because sometimes when you taper it first, it's kind of hard to get those lines to just pop out and be as bold as they normally would. So in this area right here, I balled out about a ½ inch, and then I go up about with a one all the way open another ½ inch. So now we've got like a 1 area for his taper room. I put the 1 guard on all the way closed, just flicking out just a little bit, trying to get that top line out just a little bit, faded down. Yes, y'all can see it's already just coming out, and I'm sure right there I just open it all the way up, so now you see me going a little bit higher. But like I said, I use 1 or 2 guards just to do these blends, man. I just keep it real simple. Come back with the grain, and I think some point in time right here I eventually do swap out to a half guard, as you can see right there. Boom. Now I'm just really working on getting that bottom line filling in. I'm not cutting that out. Getting rid of all those dark spots. Look, y'all, this is my 4th barber tutorial. Things are not going to be perfect. I'm not going to come over here like I'm perfect. I'm not going to super edit everything out. As y'all can see, I got the blend. Y'all keep working. Y'all keep perfecting the craft, and you're going to understand what I'm saying. But back to them slim lines, man. Cool tip, I used to never do this. I feel like it's a very nice look if you do go over the ear and cut on the clients. It depends. Now this client right here, by his head shape, I feel like it was best to line up over that ear right there. It just kind of gives a nice uniform look with the beard and the taper going into it as well. So I decided to get him that over the ear lined up. Yep. And my answer would be to y'all, man, is you can't cut everybody hair the same. You cannot cut everybody hair the same. I come across barbers and they try to use the same steps on everybody. Everybody hair is different. Everybody head shape, facial features, all these things are different. And when you go into barber school, that's a big part of it. You know, they actually teach us how to cut to, you know, facial structures and facial shapes and the nose and the eyes and just everything. You know, that all makes sense. Like I said, when I was telling y'all earlier, if you look at the back of his taper right there, you can see it meets dang near the bottom of his ear. If you look at the top of the ear, that's where his taper either begins or ends, depending on the person. But
perfect.
I'm just really in my bag right now, man. Y'all can see I got the whole look coming along. We got a 2 wavy poster up in the background. I just got a new LED sign. Shout out to my baby. It was a Christmas gift.
2 wavy.
Yeah, man. Everything just coming full fledged, man. 2026 is about to be a great year. I mean, a great year. I can feel it, man. I've been more on my journey, I've been more aligned in my journey and just on my purpose and path in life, and I just feel great about it. But I always line up the size of the hairline. I always line up the vertical bars first, and then I come in the middle. I like to kind of make points meet. A lot of barbers, when I see the working, I feel like a hairline may appear to be crooked. A lot of times it's the vertical bars that are always crooked. It's not always the front part that's dipped to one side. Sometimes it's the vertical bars, and the vertical bars don't meet at that 90-degree angle sometimes where the points are. It's sometimes they can throw the whole look of the haircut off. As you can see, his hairline, he doesn't have the most straightest hairline. His hairline kind of rounds down at the top, but he decides to keep it natural, and I'm all for it, man. I love doing natural haircuts. This whole haircut right here is no enhancements. This is all natural, just straight.
Perfect.
Firework, straight wavy work, all skills, all clippers, just a razor. That's about it. So I put that taper in there, but I didn't show it because we already did on the other side. And I come in this line, the back of that,
J2 Wavy,
back
J2
of that
Wavy.
beard lineup, man. And when y'all line up that area right there, man, make sure that you don't push it in too much. I see a lot of people that push it in too far, and you don't want it to grow back looking weird. So make sure you kind of keep that. Make sure you kind of keep it like in a good area to where it's just not pushed back too much. As you can see, I'm using a whole different set of clippers in this area that I did on the head. You don't want to use your sharp, clippers on your areas, especially like African American clients where they have facial hair that curls into the skin, because you don't want to create any more razor bumps than already is. I use very soft clippers and it helps me just get up under that neck. You didn't see him move or anything like that. Everything still comes out clean. And this is a consistent client. He comes and gets his haircut every 2 weeks, so we're not trying to make the hair not grow back for a month, and that's just not a natural thing. So lining it up, man, with that razor. Got my boy razor sharp. Let's come back. See, I also hit the hairline too, and I want y'all to pay attention. Look at that curve. Look where I got the taper area. It looks as if it's like faded completely out and there's no line there, but watch when I come and I hit it with this razor. When I hit it with this razor, I'm telling y'all, the razor is where magic really is. When you sit in my chair, I don't even charge extra for the razor. I feel like if the razor is going to give you the best look possible walking out of this shop, leaving out of my chair, then that's where I'm going to go that one step and above for my clients, because I always want my best work going out the door. That's just me though. I know some barbers decide to charge an extra $5, sometimes $10, maybe even $15, but when you sit in the wavy chair, man, it's included, man. You always gonna get this 5-star premium service, and that's one thing I try to really pride myself on, is when I do give haircuts, trying to have that consistent look. It's cool to be able to do a haircut one time, but can a client really come to you for a year, yet alone 2 to 3 years, and always can feel and say that they get that same exact haircut every single time?
J2 Wavy,
It's
J2
definitely
Wavy.
not easy. There's some days where I feel better, and some days I don't feel as good. Sometimes I like to talk more, sometimes I like to talk a lot less, but that doesn't have anything to do with my hands that God blessed me with, and just my skill and craft, or just trying to perfect what I got going on. So that's what I want to say, man. Shout out to the clients, man. Y'all done really grown with me, man. This guy right here, man, he been coming to me for like 2 years, and I'm saying this because I was watching one of my other videos, and I had noticed my client, he came to me before I would even have my locks, and I've been growing my hair about like 4 years, maybe 3. So I got some clients that's been with me for like 3, 4, 5 years, man. I'm seeing my clients' kids grow up and everything, so it's just crazy, man. I really been in the game, really just been letting everything come to me, not trying to force it. And y'all get to see, man, we got my boy
Too
Crispy,
wavy.
man. I'm talking about
Perfect.
Crispy. Y'all can see them lines hitting. Got that
Perfect.
razor on the mustache and the beard area.
Too wavy.
It's funny because this is actually one of the few times he actually didn't want to do anything in the inside. He wanted to leave it a little bit full. So as y'all can see, man, this is it right here. See the hairline looking straight. See the barber. You see I'm crispy, man. If your barber ain't crispy, you might not be crispy. Hey, man, so now you want to come to me because we always sharp and crispy over here. But hey, man, this was the haircut right here. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let me know what I could do better in the next video, and let me know how you like this video. It's your boy J2 Wavy, and I'm out of here. Catch y'all in the next video. Hey, man, stay wavy, keep being in your own lane, apply pressure in your own way, ignore the noise, and you just grind, bro. Work like it's your last couple months, and you got to give it your all, because that's what I'll be doing all 2026. I'm out. It's your boy J2 Wavy. Peace.
J2 Wavy, J2 Wavy.
Yeah, she was
Alright, man. We just
Well,
want to
cut
quick, Crispy, man, for the enjoy this weekend. Appreciate you coming in, man. You got anything you want to say?
My nigga Wavy, man, best barber in the city, man. Come get your haircut, man.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. Fire, man, every time.